whilst I understand entirely the argument in terms of multiple sources of funding for many flood defences, some major strategic defences, I mean, most obviously in my case, in our case, looking at my colleagues alongside me, the Humber defences are strategic and by definition have to be carried out by a major strategic authority. And under those circumstances, the 1 to 8 rule and the requirement for other funding doesn't work. Does she accept that strategic intervention should be done on a different scale?
My right and will friend brings me to the core of my opening remarks, if I may. I believe we could argue the whole afternoon about how much each respective side has paid in capital funding over the last 2 strategic reviews. I believe that that is an argument that is worth having, capital expenditure to the extent that it has increased. But what we heard from the Climate Change Committee, and I'm sure my honourable friend, if I call him out, the Shadow Minister, will rehearse this at some point this afternoon, that they concluded that we would probably have to spend in the region of some £20 million a year extra. I believe that the kernel of the argument this afternoon is how we define revenue and how we define maintenance expending. And if I could just make a little progress in this regard, I believe this is where we are not completely understanding where the money is being spent. Now, if I could just make